Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bruins offense will take the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Spartans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Using the quick game, he's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for room, it's ball. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Spartans. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires on the run. Makes the grab. And he will score. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Ball. There he goes. Got the first down, looking for more. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Childs. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the give off the left side. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receiver...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Snags it over the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
On the ground, it's ball. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.